say goodbye to Zelle. These users will no longer be able to use it as of April 1st. And this is no April Fool's joke, okay? They're saying that Zelle is about to make some changes effective on April 1st, 2025. That's right. Basically, if you're not linked to a bank or a credit union, you're getting cut off. They're not playing no more with just the phone numbers and emails. So before you could just have a phone number, use your email, and you would be able to collect money and receive money, send money. But now they're saying they're doing this to tighten up security and stop fraud. They're going to be investigating and blocking shady accounts. And if things get real serious, they're calling the police on you. Banks are also going to keep their own limits on how much you can send just to be extra safe. Because they say, hey, I didn't send that amount of money. And somebody say, well, I did send, you did send it. You know, they said, nah, we're going to put a wrap on all of that. And then they said, since January, they stopped letting new users just sign up through the Zelle app itself. And starting April 1st, you got to go through your bank app to use Zelle. They're basically saying link up or log off, all right? Now, bottom line, Zelle's just trying to play it safe and stay in the digital banking game. So if you want to keep sending money through Zelle, you better link your account to a bank. I don't know if that's a good idea, if that's a bad idea, but some people just don't have bank accounts. And if they don't have bank accounts and they were using Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, Chime, these were alternatives that you could use. Well, Zelle said no more. We're not doing that no more. And I would like to know your thoughts. What do you think of Zelle making changes? One, they have a point. Two, I don't think it's a big deal. Three, this hurts customers who refuse to have bank accounts. Four, this is the government getting in people's business. Five, I don't use Zelle, so I have no comment. 1 through 5, let us know in the comments. What do you think of Zelle ending their service to people who do not have bank accounts on April 1st? And this is not an April Fool's joke. Rebus, your thoughts while we wait on the responses to come in.
Well, I like Zelle. I
Mm-hmm.
use Zelle.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that Zelle was straight banking service.
Mm-hmm.
And it's good to know that they're stepping in and stopping people to do that. People need a bank account, and to keep up with their money and what have you. I understand why some people don't have one, but I like Zelle. I trust it a lot better than I do Cash App. I don't use any of the other Chimes or Venmos or PayPal. I don't use none of that stuff, but I trust Zelle.
Well, when you think about it, Zelle has no official banks that you can go in. There's nobody that you can call and apply for a credit limit or anything like that. Basically, the way I look at it is it's a money transaction service to say, hey, I need to move money, receive money for goods or services, but it's not a bank. So for you to think that it was a bank, what would make you think that it was a bank?
Well, I know the bank uses it. That's why I trust it. I could go to my banking app, either one of them, and they have the send money option and they use Zelle.
Hmm.
What I like about Zelle the most is when people send me money, it goes to my bank account right now, and it doesn't cost me to transfer it to a bank.
That's fair. Yep, that's fair. I like that. I can roll with that. Yeah. So like I said, just April 1st, just be mindful of the new rules of what's coming down the pipeline. And the way you guys looked at it, you guys were split down 50-50. They have a point, and I don't use Zelle, so I have no comment. I can understand both sides of the fence, and that's fair. But for the ones that do use it, if you don't have a bank account, there's some people that just say, hey, I just don't trust banks. I'm not doing it. I never will. Unfortunately, if you were using Zelle, keep in mind you have to find an alternative, but don't be shocked or surprised that if these other institutions such as Venmo or Chime, Cash App or Venmo, if they start doing this, this could be a situation to where you're going to have to link that bank account. So if you are not in good standing, if you got bad credit, or if you can't open up a bank account, you might want to start working on figuring out how to make that work. It's the Lab Tech Show. Join us Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern at thelabtechshow.com. Embrace it or get left behind.
party then.